Ever felt overwhelmed by the clutter in your home? Let's take a moment to picture the chaos. You're running late for work, your keys are playing a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek, and your home seems to be winning. The mounting pile of unsorted mail on the kitchen counter has grown into a paper mountain range, and your living room, well, let's just say, it's more like a living jungle. This clutter isn't just an eyesore, it's a productivity vampire, sucking the life out of your day. It's the physical manifestation of stress that you trip over on your way to the coffee machine. It's procrastination, conveniently disguised as that "I'll deal with it later" pile. Clutter is the silent antagonist in our quest for a tranquil, efficient living space. It's a villain that thrives in disarray, causing everything from minor annoyance to major meltdowns. But fear not, dear viewer. We're about to embark on a journey to reclaim your space and your sanity. The first step to organization nirvana is purging. Sounds scary, right? But it doesn't have to be. Just imagine you're on a mission to get rid of all the unnecessary, unused items that have been squatting in your home rent-free. It's time for an eviction notice. But how do you decide what stays and what goes? Well, let's begin with a simple rule. If you haven't used it in the past year, it's gotta go. It's harsh, but trust me, it's effective. Now, let's take it a step further. Picture your closet as a VIP club, and you're the bouncer. Only the coolest, most useful items get to stay. That shirt you've not worn since the summer of 2016 because it's gone out of fashion? Sorry, it's not on the list. The blender you bought with the intention of making smoothies every morning but ended up using only once? Nope, not on the list either. And hey, purging isn't just about creating more space, it's about creating a more efficient environment. It's about not having to rummage through piles of things you don't need to find the one thing you do. It's about making your home a place where you can breathe easy, think clearly, and be more productive. But it's not just about tossing things into the trash. Purging is also about passing on items that could still be of use to others. So, if it's in good condition but you have no use for it, why not donate it, or sell it online? One man's trash is another man's treasure after all. Remember, it's not just physical clutter that we're getting rid of, it's mental clutter too. Every item you hold on to, just in case, is taking up valuable mental real estate. So by purging, you're not just creating a more organized home, you're also creating a more organized mind. Once you've shown the clutter the door, it's time to get down to business with organizing. Now that we have purged and cleared out our space, it's time to pause and plan. Yes, you heard it right. We are not jumping straight into organizing. Why, you ask? Because planning is a crucial step in the transformation of your space. It's like the architect's blueprint or the chef's recipe. It's the roadmap that will guide us in our organization journey. Start by assessing your space. What are its strengths and weaknesses? Does it have lots of natural light that can be utilized, or do you need to invest in some good lighting? Does it have ample storage, or do you need to get creative with your storage solutions? Next, think about your lifestyle and habits. Are you a morning person who loves to start the day with a healthy breakfast? Then maybe your kitchen needs to be set up in a way that makes whipping up a smoothie or a bowl of oatmeal quick and easy. Or maybe you work from home and need a dedicated workspace that's free from distractions. Once you've assessed your space and thought about your needs, it's time to create a plan. Sketch out a rough layout of your space and decide where everything will go. Remember, your space needs to work for you, not the other way around. It needs to be functional, practical, and most importantly, it needs to make your life easier. So take your time with this step. It's not about rushing to get everything in its place. It's about creating a plan that will ensure that everything has a place. And hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit subscribe if you're new here to keep the clutter-free vibes going. Plus, grab your free copy of Simplify Your Home ebook in the video description for a step-by-step guide to a clutter-free life. Now let's move to the next step, the art of organization. Now that we've cleared the decks, let's turn that chaos into a symphony of order. You see, organization isn't just about putting things away, it's about creating a system that makes sense to you and helps you maintain a sense of calm amid the hustle and bustle of life. Let's start with categorizing. It's like creating your very own Dewey Decimal System, but for your home. For instance, in your kitchen you might have categories like baking supplies, canned goods, and spices. In your closet you might separate items into work clothes, casual wear, and special occasion outfits. This way you'll always know where to find that elusive can of chickpeas or your favorite party dress. Next, let's talk about labeling. Labeling is like giving your items a home address. It's a way to ensure that everything ends up where it belongs. So go ahead, label those shelves, those bins, those drawers. It might seem like a lot of work now, but think of how much time you'll save in the long run. No more hunting for that missing sock or wondering where you put your keys. Finally, we have storing. Now this is where things really start to get fun. Storing is where you get to be creative. It's like playing a game of Tetris with your belongings, fitting them together in the most efficient way possible. Think of your home like a library. Every book has its place, every category has its shelf. And just like in a library, the key to a well-organized home is consistency. Once you've established your system, stick to it. When you take something out, put it back in its rightful place. This way, you'll avoid the buildup of clutter and keep your home running smoothly. So there you have it, categorizing, labeling, storing. 3 simple steps to transform your home from a chaotic mess into a haven of order and productivity. With everything in its rightful place, your home will start to feel like a well-oiled machine. Congratulations, you've conquered the clutter, but how do you keep it from creeping back in? Great question. And here's the answer. Maintenance is key. It's like planting a beautiful garden. Once you've cleared the weeds and planted the flowers, you can't just sit back and expect it to stay perfect. You need to water it, prune it, and keep an eye out for new weeds. So, how does this apply to your newly organized home? Well, let's start with regular decluttering sessions. Think of these as your weeding sessions. Just like a garden, your home will inevitably accumulate clutter over time. It could be a pile of mail, clothes that no longer fit, or items you no longer need. Schedule regular times, weekly, monthly, or seasonally, to go through your belongings and declutter. Next up, the 1 in 1 out rule. This is your pruning method. For every new item you bring into your home, 1 item must leave. Bought a new shirt? Time to say goodbye to an old one. This rule helps to prevent your space from becoming overcrowded and keeps your belongings in check. Now let's talk about making organization a habit. This is the watering part of the process. Just as a garden needs regular watering to thrive, your home needs regular attention to stay organized. Treat decluttering like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't go a day without doing it, would you? Make it a part of your daily routine. Spend a few minutes each day putting things back where they belong, and you'll find that your home stays organized with minimal effort. Remember, maintaining an organized home isn't just about keeping it tidy. It's about creating an environment that fosters productivity and peace. It's about making space for the things that matter most to you. So keep up the momentum, keep decluttering, keep pruning, and keep watering. With these tips, you'll not only keep your home organized, but also make it a productivity powerhouse. So there you have it, folks. A guide to transforming your home into an oasis of order and productivity. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. We started by eyeing the chaos of clutter. Those mountains of mismatched socks, those towers of unread books, they were all just productivity pitfalls in disguise. Then we discovered the power of purging. Yes, it may have been hard to say goodbye to that 7th spatula, but wasn't it worth it? We created space, not only in our homes, but in our minds too. We moved on to the art of organization. Those labeled boxes, those neatly folded clothes, they were more than just aesthetic pleasures. They were symbols of our dedication to productivity. And finally, we learned about maintaining the momentum. Remember, consistency is key. Keep up with your newfound habits, and your home will remain a haven of productivity. Remember, an organized home isn't just about tidying up, it's about creating a space that works for you. So, go forth and conquer that clutter. Before we wrap up this journey, it's important to stay connected for more life-changing tips and tricks. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on our SmartLife Solutions channel. You wouldn't want to miss out on our next video, would you? And while you're at it, don't forget to check out your free Simplify Your Home ebook in the video description. It's your roadmap to a clutter-free life. It's packed with practical tips, easy-to-follow guides, and inspiring ideas to help you maintain your newly organized space. And remember, all the cleaning and organization products we've mentioned in this video can be found in the video description. They're your essential tools to turn chaos into calm, one room at a time. Stay organized, stay productive, and most importantly, stay tuned. Because at SmartLife Solutions, we're all about helping you create a space that works for you. Now go forth and conquer that clutter.